It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Portland Trail Blazers. Well, it was Portland in their last game with a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. A setting for our broadcast tonight. A crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis, looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. How it's ended out today.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Now, Lehigh's C.J. McCollum has taken full advantage of his opportunity with the Blazers. McCollum said, "I already knew what I could do. People are starting to realize that I'm here to stay." And Kevin, his coach Terry Stotts says its time has come.
It certainly has, D.A. Love the mindset McCollum has, stepping right into the starting two-guard spot with great confidence. And Doris, we're in that kind of in-between area. You know, the luster of the season opener has now worn off. Not yet quite to the All-Star break. Crunch time, of course, is still a ways away. How do players go about maintaining that focus here at the midseason?
You know, I think this is interesting. If you're chasing greatness, we hear that expression a lot from LeBron James. I'm chasing greatness. I don't think focus is ever at issue. If you're the Golden State Warriors in the season, you have an opportunity to win 73 games. Focus is never an issue. What's fascinating to me is, can young players sustain attention for the 82-game grind, particularly those rookies? That is the group of players for whom I think it is most difficult.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, Lillard and McCollum, the star-studded backcourt. Nurkic is out there with Von, and it's Harkless in at the three, the small forward. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Rebound, Minnesota. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
The dish to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Screen by Nurkic. McCollum passes to Harkless. 5 on the clock. Takes a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
The Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Gibson. Rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Harkless with the bucket.
How good is that pass? Certainly makes the offensive opportunity easy.
Outside Gibson. The kick outside to Butler. Drills the three-pointer. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
McCollum outside. Three-pointer, Lillard buries it from three-point range.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
And Muhammad kicks to Gibson, and there it is for him. Gibson's got his second basket of the game.
You know, I like how he's getting involved in the offense. He's picking his spots and making his shot attempts count.
Nobody near Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, Lillard always looking to shoot from the outside. The D cannot give him daylight.
Chalk up 2 there.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Portland keeping it alive, a new 24. It's good.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Hornets.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
No passion on the defensive end. Didn't look completely engaged. Really need to lock in and be focused on these road games.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
I'll tell you, Gorgui Zhang is improving and becoming a value at the center spot with all that length. He challenges shots. He's got a nice face-up touch. There's a lot to like with this guy.
And with Zhang's length and touch, you feel comfortable playing him at either the 4 or the 5. And also versatile enough, Doris, to play as a starter or off the bench.
Right. It's hard to find a big man who does as much as Gorgui Zhang. He doesn't necessarily dominate in one area, but this guy always finds a way to contribute. I think you always have to be looking for the man in the middle, and he finds him with a great feed that time.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. The kick outside to Butler. Outside Gibson. Zhang against Nurkic. And finished off by Zhang.
Well, the definition of an effort player. Zhang shows off that high motor, converts off the glass. Nice.
Knocked away. And it's out of bounds to Portland. I'll retain possession. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Trailblazers.
And they concentrated a lot on creating open looks from beyond the arc. Player movement, finding space on the perimeter, that was their #1 priority.
Harkless with it, now defended by Muhammad. And finished off by Nurkic.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Brooks kicks to Gibson. Zhang a screen. Gibson dishes to Brooks. The kick outside to Butler. Up again. Vonleh with the rebound. For Portland, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight, Greg, to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems for the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
And Muhammad the bucket on the assist by Zhang. Muhammad's got his second bucket tonight.
Confidence is not an issue. Muhammad knows what he's doing offensively.
Cullen passes to Lillard. That's tipped. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
McCollum kicks to Nurkic. The feed now to Harkless. Unloads from 13. And it falls over the rim and in. Harkless has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Well, how about the aggressiveness at the point of attack? Zhang finishing like he means it.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Portland trailing here. They get a hand on it. So it's the Timberwolves now. Muhammad on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Harkless, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Harkless has got 9.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Lillard against Brooks. Muhammad, the pass to Zhang, and finished off by Zhang.
You just gotta love the way he moves the ball. Very unselfish.
I tell you, he's looking to set up his guys as much as possible, and you can tell his teammates really appreciate it.
Here's Lillard, And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Doris, back in college, you were named to the All-Big East team. What an honor. You've been a broadcaster for Big East games in college basketball. Any players from that conference who would say, in your opinion, are better pros than they were in college?
Well, I think Josh Hart from Villanova would be a player that I'm curious to see what level of effect he has at the NBA level. He's not a guy who's going to blow you away with his athleticism, but all he did at Villanova was win. He's got one national championship to his credit. He was an effective two-way player in the Big East. Does he translate to the pros? I can't wait to see.
And Doris, multiple years at the college game, too.
Kevin, I think that perception is changing. There was a time where if you were a four-year college player, you were frowned upon in the NBA. I think because of the age and experience, GMs and coaches are now looking at those guys who spend multiple years in college in a vastly different and much more positive light.
Very interesting thought. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Mahimi's checked in for Gorgie Dang. Bielitsa comes in for Taj Gibson. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Muhammad. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Brooks. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Aminu comes in for Vonleh. Turner's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Lillard.
Well, if you use your strength and your power and a little bit of relentlessness, as John Mahimi does, he cleans up.
Turner against Butler. And stolen by Butler. A finish. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Oh, how about the talent, the creativity? Butler with the highlight reel attack.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Crawford with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Crawford. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
Butler against Turner. He kicks to Galloway. Connects from three-point range. Galloway has got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, such a great example of Galloway not needing a lot of time to get off that catch and shoot.
Back to Jones. And the pass to Bielitsa. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
McCollum with the screen on Jones. Galloway kicks to Collins. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. I love the complementary aspect of this group now. You know, you've got the young talent, but you've brought in some veteran leadership here for the Timberwolves. The duo of Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns kind of gave the confidence to them to go out and acquire a superstar in his prime like Jimmy Butler.
And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And Greg, the core of this Timberwolves team is Wiggins and Towns. And, you know, rarely do you get to see 2 #1 overall picks team up early in their careers.
And how about back-to-back years, no less. But I consider Jimmy Butler kind of a foundational piece as well. He's in the conversation for the best shooting guard in our league.
Outside, Jones. Back to Mahimi. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Bielitsa. Over Aminu. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Bielitsa's got 6. Trailblazers trail by 8. McCollum kicks to Turner. There's Galloway, defended by Jones. Turner dishes to McCollum. Over Crawford. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got his second bucket.
And very little defense here to start the game.
Boy, both teams rolling right now on the offensive end. We got a little barn burner cooking.
Mahinmi passes to Bielitz, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 8.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Portland's gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. McCollum with the screen from Aminu to the inside. Galloway, terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Galloway has got his second bucket of the night.
He can catch you off guard at the rim. Galloway's creative, and he's got nice touch.
Outside, Jones. Passes it to Mahinmi. Here's Bielitz. The kick outside to Butler. Mahinmi passes to Bielitz. Timberwolves passing it around. Outside Butler. And Jones has it in the corner. Outside Butler. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range. Butler's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Minnesota.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Now here's Turner. There's a screen. And here's McCollum for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
But both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explained.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Playing smart in this first period. Credit their unselfish play.
Well, the assist total is skyrocketing at this point, actively looking to set up their teammates. I'll tell you, love the way they're playing.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Collins is out there with Aminu. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Turner. And it's Galloway in at the 1. McCollum, no good.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
On the basket by Jones.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Turner kicks to Galloway. Pass to Collins. Over Mahinmi. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Collins.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
They set the pick. Crawford outside. Back to Jones. Kicks it out to Crawford. He dishes it to Aldridge. He feeds it to Mahinmi. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Lillard's checked in for C.J. McCollum. The Trailblazers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Crawford's shot is good.
I'll tell you, somebody on the defensive end has got to step in and try to get a body on him there. And
Lillard kicks to Galloway. And the rejection by Mahimi.
And this is what you like about Jan Mahimi defensively. He might not be the highest flyer, but big-time enforcer.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Jang, he's checked in for Mahimi. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Brooks in for Jones. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. Rebound by Aldridge.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
There's Crawford with the three, and another three for Minnesota.
Boy, he didn't get much separation, nor did he need it. He buries the three.
Turner dishes to Lillard. That ball, nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists in the game. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player they most want to build a franchise around. But he is not resting on his laurels. He said, I work hard on my game. I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help Towns get better. He's already a dynamite player. Galloway, the pass to Collins. Lillard outside. In the corner, it's Galloway. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Now, this is just carryover from the excellent three-point marksmanship he showed at St. Joseph's. Galloway showing he can stretch it out to NBA range.
Aldridge kicks to Zhang. Back to Aldridge. From the top of the key. Portland grabs the miss.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
Vonleh dishes to Lillard. Lillard again missing. Timberwolves leading by 5. From 8. And Crawford finishes inside. Crawford's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
There's the pick. Turner passes to Galloway. Turner with the screen. Out to the right wing. Here's Lillard. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. And that's 15 points for Lillard.
You know, the easy one there. You know, Galloway able to read the defense, finding his man for the great setup. Pretty.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 18 points.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand. Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a third foul before halftime, his playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. Reece Harkless comes in for Evan Turner. Yep, it counts. And that's 20 points for Lillard.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, Taj Gibson has built his NBA game on his ability to rebound the basketball consistently. What a great nose for it he has.
Knocked loose. Gibson with the steal. Here's Brooks. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
2 seasons ago, you think about the Blazers, they were a young, overachieving team full of great bargain contracts. Well, yeah, they're still young, but they had to shell out some big-time cash to kind of keep that young nucleus together.
In the corner, it's Crawford. Jang, high post. Dishes to Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Boy, Taj Gibson unafraid in the face of contact. How tough is this guy?
Trailblazers trail by 8. There's Galloway. He's got 8. Gibson with the steal. Crawford kicks to Brooks. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Brooks has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Doris, it's been said that you started playing basketball in the second grade. How did your love of this sport become so evident so early?
Yeah, you know, I moved to the Jersey Shore when I was 7 years old. There was a park right next door. And, you know, I'm the last of 8 kids. My family didn't have a ton of money, but boy, all I needed was a rim and a basketball, and I could spend 6, 7, 8 hours. My mother used to call me back in from the park to have lunch or dinner. I just spent my entire childhood on the hard court next door dribbling away.
Were you naturally good at it, or did you feel like you had to work at it, or did you just feel like I got a knack for this?
No, I think, you know, obviously when you play the game from 7 years old, you pick up on a lot of the nuance. And as in anything, you have to work hard at something to be good at it. And it didn't feel like work because I love basketball.
It shows even now. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 10. There's the pick. Lillard from outside. Here's Galloway, defended by Butler. To halt the run. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Galloway has got 10.
You see, Galloway recognizes he's got a great screen, so he goes right to attack mode.
Jang. That one's off. He's made 5 and missed 3 now.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end, mostly down, though.
Harkless with the bucket.
Well, listen, there's no one around him, and he says thank you very much. Wide open look at 3, as easy as that.
Jang dishes to Gibson. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Vonleh. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists now tonight.
And Lillard focused on involving his teammates through passing, showing a real desire to make them better.
Muhammad, no luck.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Butler kicks to Muhammad. And that one, good. He's got 6.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now here's Harkless. Defense right on him. Lillard against Gibson. Poked away. Here's Vonleh. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And for the Blazers, Greg, you could make the case they possess the second best backcourt in the NBA after the Splash Brothers with Lillard and McCollum.
Yeah, certainly offensively. I mean, they're just about unguardable. The questions begin at the other end. And when you factor in defense, I think you could find some debate there as some other groups tend to do a better job on that side of the ball.
Here's Harkless. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Harkless has got 14 points for the game. Timberwolves leading by 5. Kicks it to Jang. Outside Butler. Back to Jang. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shots good by Gibson.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And a wide open look for McCollum, and another 3 for Portland.
Boy, this guy's a rock. You know, this is a player that you can count on to produce under any circumstance.
Jang with a clean look. It's rebounded by Vonleh. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And Lillard kicks to Harkless. Knocks it loose. Feeds to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. And here's McCollum for 3. Drills the 3-pointer. McCollum's got 6 points in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now Now here's Harkless. Muhammad covering.
Boy, Gibson's so good at timing these rejections. Twice on the pipes from Taj.
And the dunk by Muhammad.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? He took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
Butler against McCollum. By himself. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
This is just one of those prolific nights for Jimmy Butler. The defense simply does not have an answer.
McCollum with the ball. Butler covering. McCollum against Gibson. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Butler.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Portland Trail Blazers. Well, it was Portland in their last game with a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. A setting for our broadcast tonight. A crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis, looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. Now it's ended down today.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Now, Lehigh CJ McCollum has taken full advantage of his opportunity with the Blazers. McCollum said, "I already knew what I could do. People are starting to realize that I'm here to stay." And Kevin, his coach Terry Stotts says its time has come.
It certainly has, DA. Love the mindset McCollum has, stepping right into the starting two-guard spot with great confidence. And Doris, we're in that kind of in-between area. You know, the luster of the season opener has now worn off. Not yet quite to the All-Star break. Crunch time, of course, is still a ways away. How do players go about maintaining that focus here at the midseason?
You know, I think this is interesting. If you're chasing greatness, we hear that expression a lot from LeBron James. I'm chasing greatness. I don't think focus is ever at issue. If you're the Golden State Warriors in the season, you have an opportunity to win 73 games. Focus is never an issue. What's fascinating to me is, can young players sustain attention for the 82-game grind, particularly those rookies? That is the group of players for whom I think it is most difficult.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, Lillard and McCollum, the star-studded backcourt. Nurkic is out there with Von, and it's Harkless in at the three, the small forward. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Rebound, Minnesota. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
The dish to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Screen by Nurkic. McCollum passes to Harkless. 5 on the clock. Takes a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
The Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Gibson. Rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Harkless with the bucket.
How good is that pass? Certainly makes the offensive opportunity easy.
Outside Gibson. The kick outside to Butler. Drills the three-pointer. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
McCollum outside. Three-pointer, Lillard buries it from three-point range.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a three on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
And Muhammad kicks to Gibson, and there it is for him. And it's Forgy Day, and it's Muhammad in at the small forward. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. And for Mo Harkless, Greg, a one and done as we know out of St. John's, then first played in the NBA with Orlando, but he has found a role, it seems, with the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and think of it, the Magic basically gave him away. Felt he wasn't aggressive enough and not a good enough shooter. He's gained confidence here in Portland and parlayed that into a long-term contract.
Oh, that's offensive interference. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They trail by 7. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Taj Gibson picks one up. The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Doors with so many one and dones entering the NBA. Do you think expectations are too high for these guys, especially from the fans?
I don't, Kevin. I think it depends on the talent that we're talking about. You know, I know Joel Embiid is a guy who didn't necessarily start right away, but when he was finally able to be healthy, it certainly didn't take him long to become a factor on the NBA level. No, I don't think the expectations are too high. I think these guys are accustomed to expectations, and frankly, their personal expectations are probably higher than ours.
I mean, look at the elite of these high school kids have been playing like in front of big crowds on a big stage for so long. It's second nature to them, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
You know, and I'm not seeing any urgency out of this defense, especially considering the deficit in the score.
Muhammad with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Gibson leading the charge. And Brooks gets it to go.
Yeah, and that's just Butler staying alert, right? He keeps his eyes up. He's willing to make the extra pass. This guy understands the game.
Got a piece of it. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. The Timberwolves, number 1.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end, and you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Here's Jang. Now the dish to Gibson. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And now a 9-point Minnesota lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Here's Lillard. Down and drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Muhammad with it. Lillard picks him up. There's the pass to Muhammad. 6 to shoot. And Jang kicks to Brooks. Again, the miss by Brooks.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Here's Harkless. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Trailblazers trail by 4. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, the Portland Trailblazers are developing a great chemistry for a young team. Damian Lillard takes the team to San Diego every September for bonding purposes, and he told me how much we like each other, how much time we spend around each other. That shows you a team that is really together. It is a unit. We have each other's back. Kevin?
And it's critical to establish camaraderie early on. Thank you, D.A. Sounds like Lillard has this team headed in the right direction. Cole Aldridge, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. And then for the Trailblazers, Collins comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Turner's subbed in for Maurice Harkless. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Butler. Brooks dishes to Crawford. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Cole Aldridge with the slam.
But you just can't allow a guy that kind of position. Aldridge leaves no doubt.
Brooks against Lillard. Softly drops in the floater. Lillard's got 27.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And here's Brooks from outside. That one misses. And it's Portland the other way. Lillard left side. Lets the 3 fly. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 30 points for Damian Lillard. Zhang against Collins. And Muhammad kicks to Zhang. Here's Aldridge, and the layup is good. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Looking for Zhang. He gets it there. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Check out that assist. You can tell a player who's seeing the whole floor very well.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and the Trailblazers, another 3.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And it's good for 2. Zhang's got 16.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
From 17 feet out, count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Damian Lillard. Aldridge the pass to Brooks, and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Minnesota, they're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And of course the Portland Trailblazers, they're in 5th place.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, every NBA season, there's always going to be some big surprises in store. And I think this season, they'd have to be considered one of the biggest of them all.
Oh, no question. And we're deep enough into the season to know, hey, this hasn't happened by accident. They are genuine contenders here.
That gives them the lead. Lillard's got 18 points now here in the second half.
All night. He just won't let up.
The shot's good from Aldridge. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
There's the screen. Collins dishes to Lillard. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him. Minnesota making some changes. Miami's checked in for Zhang. Bielitsa comes in for Muhammad. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Aaron Brooks. And a switch here also for Portland. Aminu's checked in, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford. Six to shoot. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. It's a 1-point game. The 17-footer. Galloway with the bucket. Galloway has got 12 in the game.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Mahinmi kicks to Aldridge. Mahinmi a screen. Jones the pass to Aldridge. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 10.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And we take a look here at the shot chart for the Trailblazers.
And right now, there's nothing the defense can do. You can see them stretching further and further out to guard him beyond the arc, but he just keeps knocking down big 3 after big 3. As a fan, you love it. And as a defender, you just hope it ends soon.
Just 4 to shoot. There's the foul. It's on Mahinmi. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Crawford with the steal.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Lillard with it. He has 38 in the game. Aminu with the screen on Jones. Pass to Aminu. In the corner, it's Galloway. Just 5 on the clock. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Mahinmi kicks to Crawford. Back to Mahinmi. And Mahinmi with the stuff.
I think if you're built like Mahinmi, you can absorb the hit and still complete the play.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Tipped away. Turner dishes to Lillard. Passes it to Collins. Here's Galloway. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Crawford kicks to Jones. Basket good. And it's a 7-point Minnesota lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford. Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. He kicks to Lillard. Lock at 6. Tries to snap the cold streak. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 41.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
The shot by Mahinmi, no good.
His high percentage shot right at the rim, and he's wondering what happened.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And looking now at the numbers for Lillard, what a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's around 30 points per clip, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
Mahinmi, Aldrich, the pass to Mahinmi, scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Unloads from 13. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 45 points for Lillard. Mahinmi down low. He's guarded by Collins. The shot by Mahinmi, no good. McCollum against Crawford. Lillard dishes to Turner. They get a hand on it. And now Minnesota on the fast break.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Now Lillard. He has 45 points.
You know, with the influx of talent that the Wolves have had the last handful of years, they feel a pressure to win. Fans are wondering when all that talent will mature. Expectations are being raised for this group.
Some changes for Minnesota. Taj Gibson's checked in for Aldrich. And it's Butler in for Jamal Crawford. Maurice Harkless is checked in for the Trailblazers. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard to find out which rookies have blocked the most shots this season. And you look at Collins, second in the NBA, a great defender.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued. It takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishers.
And the Timberwolves doors with the longest playoff drought in the league.
Well, and Kevin, I think you have seen tremendous growth with this team the last few years. But remember, they're in the unforgiving Western Conference. I think they believe the infusion of veteran talent gives them an opportunity to make the leap and get to the postseason.
And it's McCollum in the corner. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. 16 points for C.J. McCollum.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Mahinmi. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Aminu. And again, it's Portland converting.
Exactly the kind of ball movement they're looking for.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And Bielitz kicks to Mahinmi. Pass to Gibson. Will it go? And the layup is up and in. Gibson's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, you love to watch Taj Gibson start to cook on the offensive end. Right now, just playing to his strength.
Got a piece of it. Tries to keep it alive. Collins against Mahinmi. Turner passes to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Gibson dishes to Butler. Tries a three. Bielitsa with the bucket. Bielitsa's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. And Turner kicks to Aminu. Turner with the screen. Butler against McCollum. Over in the corner, Harkless. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Talk about stretching out a defense. He's been unstoppable tonight.
I'll tell you, he's nailed everything in sight, and how efficient he has been from outside the arc.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He's cashed in 9 times from beyond the arc this game. Who knows how many threes he'll wind up with. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
We haven't given up any resistance at the other end. They're getting offensive rebounds, they're getting penetrations, they're getting kick-out threes. What have we taken away? Nothing, all right? That's up to us.
Terry Stotts pretty honest with his team there, laying it on the line. Feels his defense has been ineffective across the board.
And a big problem that I'm seeing is the lack of communication. You know, guys aren't talking. There's not enough help for one another, and that's not helping them get stops.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. McCollum at the 2 with Harkless playing the 3. Aminu and Nurkic up front. And it's Turner in at the 1. He dishes it to Nurkic. Down low, here's Aminu. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Muhammad, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Gibson against Aminu. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Taj Gibson is a pro's pro. The rugged power forward is known for his consistency. You can count on this guy game in and game out.
Brooks checked in for the Timberwolves. And a switch here also for Portland. Conley's checked in. Portland leading. And here is Turner. McCollum outside. That's tipped. Turner with it. He's picked up by Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum kicks to Vonleh. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Vonleh's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Gasping for air and giving limited effort on the defensive end. Right now it's all about the offense. Boy, the shooting has been off the charts.
And here's McCollum for 3. And another 3 for Portland.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Back to Muhammad. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. He gets that one. Mahinmi's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Shot from the wing. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Dishes it to Harkless. And it's McCollum in the corner. Second chance shot. Again, the Trailblazers score.
I tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
No doubt. I mean, he's doing his best to guide his team to victory. Superb job shooting the ball in this final period.
Now here's Harkless. Muhammad covering, and the basket by McCollum.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Kicks it to Mahinmi. And it's Mahinmi finishing it off.
That's how it's done, my man. Jan Mahinmi attacks the rim. No one gets in his way.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. McCollum against Butler. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Zhang's checked in. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Screen by Nurkic. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That's his third foul of the game. Butler against McCollum. Tipped away. Just 5 to shoot. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Brooks kicks to Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, Taj Gibson, a terrific athlete, easily gets off the floor to finish with authority.
Portland leading by 5. McCollum with the ball. Butler covering. That's tipped. Stolen by Brooks. Gibson passes to Muhammad. And Muhammad throws it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, you know, sometimes your gut tells you to take a shot at the pick and then big move to keep the pressure on.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Poke loose. Harkless dishes to Vonleh. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's not going to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
I'll tell you this. Zhang has made himself into a money scorer from mid-range. He's put the time in, and it's paid off.
Harkless kicks to Lillard. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
Muhammad with the steal.
He Stop it! Well, strong, quick, impressive ups by Muhammad.
That unleashed chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That will be foul number 5 on him. And Lillard gets double teamed. Here's Nurkic looking to end the drought. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 6 assists here tonight. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
A floater, and he sinks the layup. Lillard's got 47 points.
Boy, his output has been impressive today, and it doesn't look like he's done cooking just yet.
And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Yeah, with the score this tight, someone has to come over and take the charge, or at least contest the shot.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Now, here's Lillard. Down low, and stolen by Zhang. Down low, here's Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
And you just love how Butler works the ball around to his guys. A selfless player who wants to make his teammates better.
McCollum kicks to Harkless. Ball's knocked loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Muhammad. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Lillard against Brooks. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Lillard.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Well, you love how the ball is popping outside on the perimeter. It's being moved and finding the open man, and they're cashing in.
For Portland, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. It's McCollum on the wing over Crawford. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gibson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Crawford passes to Jang and finished off by Jang.
Yeah, this is the passion we talk about with Gorky Jang. Takes the hit, puts it down right in the defender's face.
Trailblazers trail by 4. And Lillard kicks to Harkless. Knocked loose. Now here's Vonleh. He's tightly guarded. And here we go. Muhammad heading to the... Oh! That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Nice. Well, this is where the improved conditioning for Muhammad really shows up in transition.
Lillard from outside. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got 53.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. And Harkless with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got his 7th assist here tonight. Gibson dishes to Jang. And finished off by Jang.
Well, no question. Jang is showing greater confidence on the offensive end tonight.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Harkless. Lillard with a screen for Harkless to tie it up. And Damian Lillard, another 3. Lillard's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Right, you love the aggressiveness. This guy is willing to take over at the key opportunities.
Harkless with it, now defended by Muhammad. Here's Lillard, and he misses the go-ahead basket.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Shots good by Gibson.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Knocks it loose. Lillard against Brooks. Lillard outside. And Lillard gets double teamed. 4 on the clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Portland trailing here. McCollum outside. He feeds it to Lillard. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Minnesota shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Brooks the pass to Gibson. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Brooks. Goes up. And finished off by Jang.
This is a big-time high-character guy and proving he can be clutch as well.
Lillard against Brooks, the 17-footer. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
That coverage is just too weak. I mean, heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you a game.
It's baffling that he's someone they'd leave alone in that situation. You can get away with that early in the game, maybe, but not now.
Ball's knocked loose. They set the screen. McCollum kicks to Lillard over Brooks. And again, it's Damian Lillard. Lillard's got 60.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Gibson unafraid in a big moment. What a big-time delivery.
Lillard one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Lillard.
Huge turnover at really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Brooks dishes to Gibson. And again, it's Minnesota.
If Taj Gibson gets around the rack, you understand this guy is going to make an opportunity.
To the middle, Gibson with the steal. Now the fast break, Gibson with the ball. Here's Brooks. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
McCollum with the ball, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Three-pointer, Lillard. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, you got to enjoy seeing Lillard fire away here. An awesome scorer who can just take over games all by himself.
And Muhammad kicks to Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
It feels like that one could be the dagger. Not enough time to completely erase this deficit.
Well, Greg, it's going to be tough, that's for sure. A shot like that has to devastate the other team.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Present our Jordan Player of the Game, Taj Gibson.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play, and this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Butler, he's checked in for Minnesota. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Here's Nurkic. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And an intentional foul right there. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
So a very productive trip to the line that time, and they're sitting on a nice lead now.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. It's good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Portland Trail Blazers. Well, it was Portland in their last game with a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. A setting for our broadcast tonight. The crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis, looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. Now it's ended down to Dave.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Now, Lehigh C.J. McCollum has taken full advantage of his opportunity with the Blazers. McCollum said, I already knew what I could do. People are starting to realize that I'm here to stay. And Kevin, his coach Terry Stotts says its time has come.
It certainly has, D.A. Love the mindset McCollum has, stepping right into the starting two-guard spot with great confidence. And Doris, we're in that kind of in-between area. You know, the luster of the season opener has now worn off. Not yet quite to the All-Star break. Crunch time, of course, is still a ways away. How do players go about maintaining that focus here at the midseason?
You know, I think this is interesting. If you're chasing greatness, we hear that expression a lot from LeBron James. I'm chasing greatness. I don't think focus is ever at issue. If you're the Golden State Warriors in the season, you have an opportunity to win 73 games. Focus is never an issue. What's fascinating to me is, can young players sustain attention for the 82-game grind, particularly those rookies? That is the group of players for whom I think it is most difficult.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, Lillard and McCollum, the star-studded backcourt. Nurkic is out there with Von, and it's Harkless in at the three, the small forward. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Rebound, Minnesota. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
The dish to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Screen by Nurkic. McCollum passes to Harkless. 5 on the clock. Takes a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
The Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Gibson. Rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Harkless with the bucket.
How good is that pass? Certainly makes the offensive opportunity easy.
Outside Gibson. The kick outside to Butler. Drills the three-pointer. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
McCollum outside.